Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is AnaJolene and I'm the author of the Glory MC series, the Moonrise Beach series, and the new Heartbreaker series. So I did get one of the Stappos in my Hobonichi haul. So I wanted to kind of do a little bit of a what's in my Stapo video, sharing what I like to keep in terms of like journaling and planning supplies in it. And then I also got quite a few requests about showing like what kind of planners will fit in the Stapo. So that's the type of content we'll go over in today's video. So if you missed my unboxing of this, and if you're interested in seeing the rest of my haul, then you can check out my 2026 Hobonichi haul. So I will leave a link to that up here, but as you guys can see, I kind of went crazy for the Liberty Fabrics design this year. This is the Sasha Kiora. So that is what I got in the Stappo. The Stappo is a really nice product. I really like the fact that it stands up on its own. For me, that was kind of like the deciding factor in getting it, because while I do have the Delphonics pouch, it doesn't stand up on its own. It kind of flops down if you have a lot of things in it. So I like that this one is a little bit more structured. So it actually has like a back pocket here, which I don't actually have anything in that right now. You have a little handle and then kind of velcros open, and as you saw, you can clip it so that it stays open. So I actually just keep it on my desk against the wall on this side, and I've been using it to house a lot of my journaling and some of my planning supplies. So I'm gonna quickly go over what I have in here. So we have a few different pockets here on the front. These ones are gusseted, so you actually can fit quite a lot in there. On the front here, I just have two Coffee Monsters Co-pins. I thought the colors kind of matched the colors of the Stapo this year, so I added that. And then in the front pocket here, I have some Kita washi tape. So these are kind of like portable washi tapes. They don't take up very much room. Again, you can purchase these from the Hobonichi store. And then these ones are from my shop. These are little bits of ephemera, vintage ephemera. So we have like the sticker ephemera from my shop. And then I also have these paper ones too. So if you're interested in this, you guys can find it in my shop. I just have a handful that I like to use in my journals. I use them to help me decorate like some of the title pages and things like that, like this here and my title pages. So I use those a lot in my journals. So I keep those in here, and then in the other pocket I just have the film for my Canon Ivy. So I have two here ready to go, and I do actually also have my Canon Ivy. This is Canon Ivy number 2, and it's like in this pink color. So I do have some journal with me videos where I use it to fill in my weekly journal. So I print out several pictures and then I put them in my journal. So they look like this. And what's nice about them is that the photos have like a sticker adhesive on the back, so I can just cut them down using my scissors here and then stick them directly onto my journaling pages. So I've been really enjoying that. That's kind of like one of my must-haves when it comes to my journaling these days. So I love that. Let me show you what else I have clipped on here. This is a brass clip. This one's from the Rosy Life Planner, but I have a ton from the Traveler's Notebook Company too, and I use these to hold my journaling pages open for my TN. So I have usually a couple. So I like the brass ones because they go down like all the way like this. So they hold your pages down, and because they're weighted, they are better at keeping your pages in place rather than like the plastic ones that some other shops have. So I love having that. That's another must-have for my TNs. I have these two products which are available in my shop. We have the vintage scissors and then the tweezers. For the tweezers, we have a straight version and also the curved. And then here for the scissors, I have the gold version, but we have rose gold and silver available in the shop. So if you are interested in those, you guys can use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off. I have a couple of washi tapes. I've been using these quite a lot lately. This one is just a little bit more minimal. And then I just have this one from Simply Gilded. This I use to tip things into my journal. And then I also have some rolls of PET tape. These are from Pion. They have a lot of the fashion girls, which you guys know I love. So I have this one and then also this larger one here as well. So I have two of those to decorate my tea ends. And then the last thing in this little compartment is some permanent tape. So I use this a lot to stick things down. So that is the main compartment. You have like these smaller ones as well here on the side. And here I just have one of the passport sticker release books. And inside I have a lot of the stickers from my shop that I like to use to decorate. So that's what I've been using it for. The passport one fits quite nicely in here, so I just keep that in there. I do also have the standard size, but the standard size is just a touch too big. It doesn't fit. So I just keep the passport one. And then here at the back, you can see that I can fit an A5 folder here in the back. And this folder is from the Coffee Monsters Co. This is where I organize a lot of the stickers from my shop. So I have some Hobonichi cousin kits in here. Those are from my shop. And then I have my monthly scripts, which you guys know I love to use in all of my journals. And then I also have my journaling stickers. These are the decorative kits. These are the largest style stickers that I do in my shop. And I have a few different sheets from various collections from my shop. So I'm going to be using that. And then I also have these, which are the date numbers. I've started using these as well. And you can find that also in my shop. So all that fits quite nicely in here. And I can tuck that at the back there. So here we have another little compartment, and this is kind of where I store a little bit more of the like longer slash like bulkier items. So I have a few fountain pens. These are the two that I've been using today. I used this actually in my journal this morning. So this is a Benu Talisman fountain pen, and this is the True Unicorn. I got this for my birthday recently. I absolutely love it. It's definitely a unicorn pen, very sparkly. I love the colors of this pen. It has like pinks, purples, and turquoise, all my favorite colors. Yeah, and I've been using that. I have it inked up with Sailor Manyokuzu ink right now. And then this is my favorite fountain pen of all time. This is the Pilot Decimo. I have 3 colors of this because I love it so much. This one in particular is the violet one, and I have an 18 karat gold fine nib in this, and I just ink it up with platinum carbon black, which is a permanent black ink. I also have my Pilot dip pen. This has a medium nib, and I like to use this when I am swatching inks, so I like to have that handy. And then speaking of swatching, I have this little swatch tool which I like to use, and again you can find this in my shop. I love this because it doesn't pick up too much ink so that you waste it, but you have a nice way to swatch your inks. So I use that in my ink journal quite a bit. If you are into fountain pens and inks, make sure that you check out my currently inked videos. I do them quite often. I have the newest Hobonichi Jetstream pen. This is the one that just came out. It matches quite nicely with the Stapo. And then lastly here I have stamps. So I have my ink pad, which is, I'm not sure what this color is anymore. I think it's like wheat or something. Yeah, I don't remember, but it's the mini one, and I just like to use that. This is the best brand in terms of ink pads that I've tried. I would definitely recommend this one. And then I just have this little rotary stamp. This is from the Coffee Monsters Co. and it just has the days of the week. So sometimes I will use that in place of a sticker if I don't have any. But yeah, that is pretty much everything that I like to keep in my little Stapo here. It holds quite a bit, but as you guys can see, I've been keeping things a little bit more minimal. For some people, this is a lot, but this is keeping things more minimal for me. So like I said, a lot of people have been asking me to share what fits in here. So I will share what I feel like I could put in here. So this is the Hobonichi Weeks for next year that I'm using. It's the same Sasha Kiora pattern. I also have the small drawer pouch. And then I did also purchase the A5 cover for my journal next year. So yeah, as you guys can see, I really have been loving this pattern. But you can see that the weeks does fit. However, if you do plan on closing it, it is too tall to close. So I just want to mention that because if you did want to like take it somewhere, you may have run into that issue. You can always put it on the side, and you have this option here where you can kind of take this pocket out. And then if you're comfortable with putting it on its side, then yeah, it will definitely fit. So it can fit like that. Here is an A6 Hobonichi. I have my Avec here. So again, if you want, you can put that on its side and it will fit. And then you can, that way you can close it. If I put it up this way, it sticks up just a tiny bit, especially if you have a clear cover on it. It does stick out just a touch, so you won't be able to close it. But sideways, it definitely does fit. Here is the A5, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it doesn't look like it's gonna fit at all. Yeah, it's way too wide, so I wouldn't put the cousin in there. But if you're into the smaller ones, the two smaller sizes, you can definitely fit at least the A6 and the Weeks on its side and close it comfortably. As for other brands, I do have my Passport, so I will share that with you. And yeah, it looks like the Passport can fit, even if you do up this section. So you have the two sections there, so the Passport will fit no problem. I don't think the standard size will fit because I did try to put one standard size insert here, like in the back, but if you're just putting like some of the accessories, like a pencil board and things like that, then that will fit inside because it's a little bit smaller. So if you have smaller items, maybe like the folder, those can fit, but I did try earlier to put the insert in there in the back and it didn't quite fit. So just want to mention that in terms of stickers, like we have the Hobonichi Weeks kit stickers, and it seems like you can probably fit those in there quite easily. And then let's see what else can fit in here. I have more of the kits from my shop. Yeah, and you can fit those in there in the back if you wish. Again, if you want, you can remove this and just have them sticking out like that. I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back in here so that I can put it back on my desk. But these are kind of like some of my essentials, I guess you can say, for my journals and planners that I'm currently using. So I really like the idea of having them all in one place. And like I said, I especially love this because it kind of stands up. Now, normally I actually don't keep my fountain pens standing up very long because it can affect the ink inside. So that is why I did purchase the matching small drawer pouch. You guys know I have this one that I purchased and absolutely love. I've been using this one for many, many years. It's my favorite. But I also fell in love with this pattern. It has this leather pink strap here, and then obviously the flowers. And then on the inside, what's cool is that this is pink. So on the Stapo, this one is blue, as you guys can see, and then on the drawer pouch, it's pink, and it actually has like gold hardware, like the zipper and everything is gold. So I quite like that. And then in here, I keep more of my fountain pens. So what I'm gonna do is actually take this out and we'll put them in here. So in here, I have my TWSBI Diamond. This is the newest TWSBI to come out, the Affogato Onyx. I'm gonna put my Decimo in here along with my Opus 88 Coloro Mocha Mousse color of the year pen. And then I also have here the TWSBI Serpentine Bronze. And then I'm gonna add my Benu Talisman in there. So it's nice because they have this zipper and also the elastics to keep your pen in place. I have a few clips here from Rosy Life Planner, some Ollie clips as well, and then the other pens I have here are from Sailor. So this is the Pro Gear Slim Mini in the Azure Gray, and this one is called Harvest Moon. This is the Kaweco Collection Dark Olive, and then I have the Platinum Century 3776 Nice Lavende in here. And then I also have a Fude nib pen, which is great for calligraphy. And this is the Sailor Profit Junior Kangyu. And then lastly, I have a Narwhal or Novelar Original Plus, and this is in the Matera Quartz color. And that is a backfill pen. That's where I keep more of my fountain pens because I want to keep them laying flat. But all my other utensils kind of go in there. So this is kind of like my setup right now for planning and journaling. I really love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Again, if you guys are interested in any of the stickers or accessories for my shop, feel free to use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off of your order. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!